What's up guys, ABC Matt here, bringing you another video. Today is a little bit foggy, but my brain is not foggy. But I'm hitting up a estate sale and we're gonna see what we can find. Welcome back guys, but if you're new to the channel, I go to yard sales, estate sales, find undervalued items and sell them on platforms like eBay, Poshmark, Mercari, what have you. So today, like I said earlier, I'm at an estate sale. The house recently sold for $950,000, 2 bedrooms, 2 baths, 1,984 square feet. So the first thing that I wanted to pick up here was these glass, and I had to tell you guys, this is the first time I ever found swung vases, and I was happy and ecstatic that I was able to get it even though I was not first in line. So it shows to you that even though you're first in line, doesn't mean that you're going to miss out on the primary objective of why you're at the estate sale. This time around, I knew that the first person was going for pottery stuff, and then the second person, God knows what they wanted, but I was so happy to get the swung vases. And then now I'm picking up the granny square blanket. That's another thing I was looking for through the pictures. I knew that this house didn't have much to offer for me, but there was not much out there to see. There wasn't any more garage sales. There weren't any more estate sales that I like. So I was kind of pigeonholed into this one. So the select few stuff that I wanted, I was happy to get them. So this month is the month that starts where the sales slow down. So because of that, I have to be even more selective of what I source. So in this walk-in closet, I didn't see any clothes that I liked. Nor did anybody else apparently that went in there. But the fact that I got the glassware and then the granny square, I was more than happy. But I'm going to see what else this house has to offer. Didn't see anything in the linen. Usually I don't see anything in the linen anyway. So those 2 rooms are pretty much picked clean in my eyes. This house is not that big, so going into one room to another room, I know for a fact that I probably picked it clean or what I wanted. Normally I would take 3 laps around the house just to make sure I have everything. But this time around, I got everything I wanted. Apologize with the camera work a little bit because I'm holding that granny square blanket, and the whole table in this estate sale was not of my liking because the whole table was not near the register. It's like way far and deep near the line area of the estate sale. So I didn't want to put it there because too many people pick it up and thinking that it's available when it's not. So I'm carrying this blanket with me everywhere I go. So it's a little bit cumbersome. In the pictures, I saw that record player, and then there was a cabinet underneath with some records. I did a quick look over there. It's not the era that I like, nor that sells. So that was a bummer. Then I'm looking at the shelf. Didn't see much in the shelf either. The closet didn't have anything. So this room, in my eyes, is another room I don't need to look at. There's nothing there for me. So I'm going back into the kitchen because when I first came to the house, the main objective was to get the swung vases. So I got those already. So now I'm making the kitchen round 2. See if there's anything else in here that is worthwhile to get.
I bought a Super Nintendo and in a package that hadn't been opened in probably like 20 years and all the games.
Man.
And I asked him what he wanted, and he's like, well, how about 25? And I'm like, oh yeah, here.
you couldn't get the cash out fast enough.
Get the cash out fast.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Good deal.
So that person was a previous garage sale that I went to where I picked up the PSP. So he was the person I bought it from. And he's been having good lucks with video games. More power to him. I wish I had that luck. He found that Super Nintendo. You heard it for that price. And I'm like, that's a no-brainer. You got to pick it up.
That's all right.
So I am back into the lecture at hand, trying to find other things to pick up. So I went back to that shelf and picked up that last vase. because no one was picking it up. The first two that I picked up, I know that those were sell. This one, not too much. I have to do my investigations. But you know what? Everything, when you pick up learning and new things, you have to make some mistakes, right? So this one, I wasn't sure what it is. So you see me do the exercise of doing the Google search and doing the eBay search and everything quickly on the side where there's less foot traffic. But in the end, I didn't know what it was. So I took the gamble and bought it anyway. So that way when I come home, I could do further investigations. But the other two vase, like I said, will sell. So I could take a gamble with just third rate vase, no biggie. And I'm just getting things in order because I'm roaming around the house carrying everything awkwardly. So I just mosey along, and once I get settled, I'll continue on. So I'm going through all the rest of the kitchen. I didn't see anything there. The appliances were meh, they were pretty small, nothing worthwhile. My guess is that the family of the homeowner took them because I didn't see anybody take any big items, kitchen appliances. So there's nothing there. So I went to the dining room, living area, and looked what's over there. A little disappointed how barren it is over here. There's not much items in the room, and I was looking around, seeing if anything else. But my expectations was that I was gonna pick up much anyway, so no biggie. So I do see this Pyrex bowl over here. Now this Pyrex bowl is a butter print, and it's a sort after Pyrex bowl from what I was told. It's you could tell what kind of Pyrex it is by you flip it over, you'll see some print on the bottom. It would say, what it is. In this case, it's a 4-quart mixing bowl, model 444. I took it just for the hell of it and mosey along back to the less traffic area so I could look at it a little bit deeper. But guys, unfortunately, it was beat up to hell on the outside, and it goes for like about $15 to $20. But the price tag on the mixing bowl was $25, and I'm like, whoa, that's not worth it at all. But see, I'll go to my favorite chair, put everything down, and take a look. So when you guys go to a estate sale, I suggest doing that. Like pick up items, and then look them up in a less traffic area. But return it back to where it belongs if you're not picking it up. But at least like when you're doing your investigations, you're not in people's way. So that's what I'm doing. I'm looking at the Google, I'm looking at eBay and seeing what they go for. And I was like, ugh. There was another one I found in the garage later on, and the price tag was still too much, and it was beat up to hell too. So I'm like, that's a shame.
It's easy to get to. It's about a foot long.
So for my viewers that go to estate sales, how's your estate sales? Like for me, there's only a handful of companies that are worthwhile to go to. There's others that I just don't like their procedure, how they do things, or their price is too high, or a little bit of both. But there's about 2 estate sale companies that I don't mind going to, where the price is a little bit reasonable, and their procedure, how they do things is fine. So let me know in the comments if you go to estate sales, and if you do, how are they? So I am picking up the stuff here, and again, trying to make sure I don't carry things awkwardly. And I'm gonna check out the rest of the house, which is not much. I did not go to the outdoor area because the outdoor area was just lawn furniture and stuff like that. So it wasn't worthwhile to go there. So I'm going back into this room just to drop off that Pyrex bowl. That's not worth it.
Is it scratched?
It is, and
the price is kind of high for that.
Yeah, that's pretty worn.
Yeah.
You
And
know
for
what
tw-
I do
yeah.
always is I hold them up to the light and see
Yeah.
if you can see through the paint.
Yeah.
This one's not bad as far as that goes, but it's just.
But it's just roughed up on the sides and everything. And for $25, that's too
I
high.
think you can flip it too much.
Yeah.
It's a nice size.
It's a nice size.
It's a bummer, yeah.
Yeah.
Today or tomorrow. You want? Okay. You're welcome.
So I'm at the tail end of the video. I'm going to the garage area. There was one last thing I saw in the pictures that I wanted, which was this Titleist hat. Titleist hats sell for those golf enthusiasts, but it also has some pins on them, and those pins sell as well. So it's for one price to get multiple sales. Why not, right? I do see a Greg Norman hat too, but I'm not sure if Greg Norman's is a popular fan favorite and people buy his stuff. You let me know if that's the case, but I put that back down. So this estate sale company, they tell people to take off your shoes or wear booties into the house because they have white carpeting. I understand that, you want to make sure that the rug is fairly good shape and there's no footprints and stuff like that, or they have to clean it again. So I understand that and I buy to it. But me walking into this garage, I'm actually barefoot. I'm not in my shoes yet. So it's a little awkward, but I make do. Now there's a Pyrex mixing bowl here as well, same butterprint pattern, but just like the one in the living area, it was beat up to hell. So for that condition, for that price, not worth it for a reseller. Now if somebody wanted to buy it for cooking, baking purposes, great. But for us resellers, it's not worth it. So anyway, I want to thank everyone for watching. Please hit the subscribe button if you haven't. Like the video, comment. I am inching closer to 500, and it's a real struggle. Most YouTubers that I talk to say that the first 1,000 is the hardest, and I believe it. But I appreciate everyone who comment and subscribe. I can't do it without you guys, and I'm always thankful for people to watch my videos and comment and get interactive with it. So now I'm going to show you my haul and the comps, and thanks for watching again. First up is this Titleist hat. Titleist hats sell, like I told you, is for those golf enthusiasts. So when you take the pictures, you want to take the front, the side. Because this is a fitted hat, you want to take the back as well. And then you want to show the inside. And again, because it's a fitted hat, you want to show the size as well. So it has the tag with the size. Then along with the hat, you had the pins with it. So you had Semper Fi, which is Latin, if you haven't noticed. And then a navy pin. Then we have the granny square blankets. You want to do the measurements for that. Then we come to those vases that I pick up. This is the one that I have to do a little bit more investigation. Then we have this vase that sells pretty good, and then the classic swung vase right here. And now is the comps.